here.
I will have the pleasure to talk about my favorite subject, which is fascia and fascia research from a Rolfer's perspective, but not so much in terms of force transmission or proprioception, but in terms of the intimate links to the autonomic nervous system. And that is a culmination for me because we worked more than 10 years in the laboratory to study the links between fascia and the autonomic nervous system. And we just published it finally after 10 years, about a year ago. And I'm very proud of what we have found. And I'm very eagerly looking forward to share it with my Rolfer's colleague, not so much only from a scientific perspective, but what does it mean for Rolfer's to understand what is happening and possibly to become even better at doing what they already do very well. We found out that fascia can contract independently of the neuromuscular control, but it does so very slowly, even more slowly than I thought. So fascia, when it contracts, it can shorten about 1 centimeter, not per minute, not per day, but per month. So this is very, very slow. It is too slow to even lift a finger in a martial arts movement. But over months, it can make your body very short and very stiff. And we also found out how that is influenced by the sympathetic nervous system via specific links that we now understand. And we also, working together with other researchers, we found out how a skilled myofascial touch can influence that fascial stiffening response, which is driven by the sympathetic nervous system. Of course, you can use your voice and relaxation techniques as good as a good Feldenkrais practitioner or relaxation therapist can do. But when you work with fascia, you can use specific mechanoreceptors like the Ruffini receptors in a specific way where you work more with shear motion, not with compression, not with tension, but with shear motion. And you can work with the free nerve endings in the periosteum in order to influence the sympathetic nervous system. And you can instruct your clients to do daily stretching, not so much to become more mobile in terms of their joints, but in order to stimulate a gaseous transmitter, which is called nitric oxide, that makes the fascial stiffening more smooth, and it also influences your autonomic nervous system. So you can use it twofold, the nitric oxide production. And we now understand how that works more than we did understand it 1 or 2 years ago. And we can then discuss how would you instruct your clients to use daily stretching, a foam roller, and other movement tools in order to stimulate more nitric oxide in their body.